Welcome back to Neighborhood Journal. At Automotive Tech, they're not just learning how to build motors, but also how to build character through football.
Chop 'em! Hit!
The basic premise of any sport is that there are winners and losers. Opponents understand the nature of competition. You play hard, and usually the better competitor wins.
Ready, begin!
But the one thing that holds true across the board is that everyone loves an underdog.
Well, they're not going to quit ever, you know, and they always come back.
Because of circumstances and conditions, the Brooklyn Pistons are underdogs before they even step on the playing field. The Pistons football program started 7 years ago, but it's been a long 7 years without a home field. They were supposed to have 2 games this year on what would be a home field in McCarran Park right across from the school. They got 1 in September. Today's game was supposed to also be there, but because of the fact that McCarran doesn't have a fence around it, that was 1 strike against them, and the fact that the New York City Marathon was also happening today was strike 2. 1, 2, 3! Strike 3, every day the kids leave the school locker room, helmets in hand, not knowing where they're going to practice each day.
This is what they call the hardtop field, a part of McCarran Park. The softball field wasn't available, the baseball field wasn't available, and the soccer/football field definitely wasn't available. Rather than cancel practice, which we almost never do, we ended up practicing here. And some of the kids, you know, they all wear football cleats, but you can't wear them on this field. Automotive High School has not played a true home game or heard the roar of a hometown crowd in its 7-year existence. They're forced to play each home game a mile away at the home field of their rivals.
It's difficult because like homecoming games or home games, they not really our home field. Like we don't feel comfortable. Like it felt like it's a away game all the time.
McCarran Park would be a natural fit for Automotive Tech. It's located right across the street from the school, and the football field is well maintained and ready for play. Yet the field is already booked by the Greenpoint Youth Soccer League, which has the use of the field throughout the fall season. Yet despite the tough conditions and uncertainty, the players still come out every day for practice.
You know, to them, playing football is a game and it's fun.
Due to mounting pressure, the Public School Athletic League and the Parks Department decided to approve 2 official home games for Automotive High School inside Greenpoint Park. On September 25th, Automotive High School's football team marched inside McCarran Park to play against Bayside High School. It was a tough fight and an on-field 21-20 setback. But 2 days before November 7th's home game, the Pistons were met with an off-field setback because it was determined that the New York City Marathon would impact their last home game.
Let's go!
And so this moved the Bedford team 20 blocks to the Grand Street campus, home of their bitter rivals, the Wolves.
It's kind of like degrading that we must go to a school that's not even ours just to play a football game.
We had to go on the train, like big tubas, bass drums. We are in the train station just sitting there.
And then when we did have to play against some like scrimmages and stuff, it's our home game, but you know, it's still their home field, so it's kind of hard.
You know, they've shown a lot of heart this season, and they're playing their hearts out today. And it would be great to be able to give them, you know, true home field advantage.
Gentlemen, good luck the rest of the way, guys. Guys, good luck the rest of the way.
Credit the coaches who use these hardships to teach the players how to succeed on and off the field with a never give up mentality.
Nobody on this team tries harder than you.
I'd rather be with you guys any day of the week because I know what kind of kids you are, how hard you fight.
You know, you don't want to slack because you're your coach, you know. But it's also like having a father. It's like having an extra parent there in your class with you.
We work as a family, and one for all. That's the best thing about it. Like, even though we all not really family, but like when we all got on that uniform, we family.
My amount of respect for these kids is just incredibly high because I know how hard they work, and I know how hard they want it, and I know how hard it is for them to continually do this day in and day out, and sometimes not get the recognition they deserve, but they still do it. You know, one of our things that we do every day, every practice, when we end it, it's 1, 2, 3 auto, and then 4, 5, 6 family.
1, 2, 3 auto! 4, 5, 6 family!
Coach Kawaja teaches English literature as well as football and instructs his players to be well-rounded in life lessons.
Just started Sun Tzu's Art of War. It's an easy parallel to draw between a football game and war. You know your opponent, know your field, know yourself.
Defense! Defense! Let's go, Auto!
Coach Kawaja remains optimistic that the Pistons' home games will soon occur at McCarran if the school is able to meet requirements for a home field setup.
I'm going to be talking with the Department of Education and trying to figure out what we could do for these guys. That's maybe a step up from the situation they're in now, because as it is, they're always on the road.
These kids are great. You know, they come with such low expectations of anything because they haven't gotten a whole lot. So we just try to make sure, the coaching staff and we just try to make sure that we give them everything we can. And at the end of the day, you did something meaningful.